Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing my Pickems for the playoffs for Masters Madrid. So let's just get right into it. First, start off with GenG versus PaperX. I'm not really too sure, I'll be honest, because GenG, they've been looking dominant. PaperX, they have been slowly improving, but I'm probably going to give the edge to GenG in my opinion, just because I've seen more promise of GenG than PaperX. PaperX, they kind of stumbled out of the gates in my opinion here in this tournament, while GenG, they just basically went off immediately. So I'm going to give it to GenG, but obviously, PaperX can easily surprise me if they actually get their crap together. Next up now is Sentinels versus Loud. Just like what I've said as well with GenG and PaperX, I think Sentinels have shown more promise than Loud. To be fair, Loud did go up against some pretty tough competition. So with that in mind, I probably will give it to Sentinels, I'll be honest. So basically, it's going to be the Pacific winners up against the in one match, while the other match would be the runner-ups. So let's first start off with the runner-ups. PaperX versus Loud. Do I think PaperX is going to do well in this bracket? I don't think so. PaperX, they haven't shown a lot of promise. I think Loud have shown a lot of promise with the whole team. QCK, he popped off, I'm pretty sure, in like the final day, I'm pretty sure, of the Swiss stage. And I'm not really too sure how much prep PaperX is going to have against Loud. Loud, they are very good with mid-rounding. They're very, Sardak is a great IGL. He can read opponents extremely well. And the issue with PaperX is that they don't have a lot of structure. They don't have an IGL. Yes, you can maybe say Forsaken's the IGL, but I'm not really too sure that's true. Like, I don't know if Divide is actually the IGL or if everyone is still calling like last year. I generally have no idea, but obviously it has worked with them for a while. So I will probably have to give the edge to Loud in my opinion. I don't think PaperX is really going to do that well in my opinion. Upper final now, GenG versus Sentinels. Now this might be one of the most toughest matches I will ever predict in Masters Madrid. Because these two teams, both of them went 2-9. Both of them went to some pretty tough competition. GenG legit went up against Loud. Sentinels, they went up against Heretics as well. I just don't really know because both of them have great players. Caron, he is a young up and coming player. Apparently, they found him in a ranked game and they signed him, and he's been popping off. Texture, this is a new improved texture. This is better than what we saw from GenG. This is like, I don't know, like down one gaming texture in my opinion. This texture that we've seen, this is like 2022 texture in my opinion. This is like a texture that I have not seen in a while. I think as well, Meteor moving from the duelist role was a great change. I still love that change because he won't overheat that much. He won't be as angry. He won't as rage as much. Munchkin as well as the IGL. I think he's really good now. He's one of those fragging IGLs that I was like an IGL, but also frag at the exact same time. And he has kind of fallen off a cliff, but he's still consistent enough and good enough for GenG just to make it over the line. Sentinels, on the other hand, Sentinels also have a fragging IGL of John QT. They have Tens, who is basically back from his 2021 days. We have Zekin, who is a young, promising duelist player. We also have Sarsi, who is very consistent and can also make clutches and get good results. And Zelsus, who's basically like the cheerleader and can promote the Sen bundle whenever he wants. So, with all that in mind, both teams are very similar. You have a star player who is now on a completely different role and is still playing extremely well. You have a young promising player in your lineup that you can mold into your lineup. You have a fragging IGL who is extremely good, not only as an IGL, but also fragging. A very consistent player as well, and some veteran and also some veteran persons as well, and Zelsus just being a send bundle god. So, I'm not really too sure, but honestly, this could go either way. I will probably have to give it. I'm gonna give it a Sentinels. I think in Madrid, from what I've seen from Sentinels, do they look a bit shaky from time to time? I think so. I mean, this is the first time that this team has actually really played online, like in VCT. Obviously, if you count the Africa tournament, sure. But obviously, this is the first time that they could be going up against GenG, so they don't have a lot of prep against them. And considering that both of them played the exact same matches, I don't know if they're gonna have a lot of prep on them. So I'm probably gonna give it a Sentinels in my opinion. We'll find out. GenG vs Loud. This is the rematch from the round 1 match where GenG narrowly won against Loud 2-1. I just don't know. Like, I feel like Sardak, he's going to try and get revenge on GenG. He's going to try and make it right for Loud. I don't know. I mean, GenG, they have impressed me a lot in this tournament. I'll give them that. They have impressed me a lot. I think I might have to give it to Loud, because I think Loud will come in with a vengeance. They will come in hot and ready up against GenG. They have lost against them. Obviously, previously in this tournament, they have won against GenG, but that was a very crappy GenG roster in Lock in 2023. So I'll probably have to give it to Loud, which means it will be an All America's Grand Final. Will it be Sentinels or will it be Loud? Will it be the org that has already won a Masters event, or will it be the team that has always gone runner-up against their American counterparts? I think the winner Masters Madrid will be Sentinels. I think Sentinels will be back. From what I've seen, they have been looking incredibly consistent. This is maybe the best I've ever seen of Sentinels since 2021. And that's really saying something, considering that there wasn't a lot of strats or really like mid-rounding or really anything back then in 2021. It was kind of like, if you see something, you shoot. It wasn't really any planning or read as well of IGLs. It was just run in, see what happens. If you die, you die. If you kill someone, you kill someone. That's kind of how what 2021 Valorant was. Now, because the game has evolved massively, it has changed. Now there's these IGLs like Sadak, like John QT, like Munchkin. All these players that can read the team extremely well, play around how they play, and just try and counter it. And I think as well, it's going to be a great battle as well between John QT and Sadak once again as well, to say who is really the best IGL. I have to give it to Sentinels in my opinion. Call me a North American fan or all you want. GenG definitely has a chance of beating out Loud. I definitely do believe that. But from what I've seen from Loud and compared to what I've seen from GenG, I think Loud have definitely have improved as well. While GenG, they have only really played 2 matches, they're probably going to be read quite easily by Loud, because they just want a vengeance. That's really about it. So that is my playoff pickers, and let me know down in the comments below if you agree with me or not. So now I'll let you know, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me, especially on this channel. I will not be I will not be recording the simulations pickems. I'll be basically in the results video, so you get to see basically what the simulations picked. So that's really about it for you. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.